21 million people can't be wrong, but they are. Judging Olivia Rodrigo for her Babydoll dress. The Grammy-winning artist called out criticism of her outfit, saying it points to a bigger issue: normalized pedophilia in our culture. That's a strong statement, and it's got everyone talking. She made the comments after performing at Teatre Grec in Barcelona, Spain, earlier this month. The concert was part of Spotify's Billions Club live series, and Olivia debuted her single Drop Dead in a small pink floral dress with puffed sleeves. It was a distinctive performance, one that showcased her unique style and talent. But not everyone was a fan of her outfit. Some critics called it too childish or even creepy given her age. Olivia fired back, saying that the criticism is rooted in a deeper problem: the normalization of pedophilia in our culture. It's a bold claim, and one that's sparked a lot of debate. Let's break it down. On one hand, you have people who say that Olivia's dress was just a fashion choice, and that it's not fair to read so much into it. They argue that she's an adult and she can wear what she wants. On the other hand, you have people who say that the dress was indeed problematic, and that it perpetuates a culture that sexualizes young girls. The issue here is complex, and it's not just about Olivia's dress. It's about how we perceive and treat young women in our society. It's about the messages we send them and the expectations we place on them. It's about the fact that, in many cases, we still don't take them seriously, or we objectify them, or we try to control them. Olivia's statement is a wake-up call, a reminder that we need to be more mindful of the way we think and talk about young women. We need to recognize that they are not objects or playthings, but rather human beings with agency and autonomy. We need to listen to them and amplify their voices, rather than trying to silence or shame them. In the context of the music industry, this is particularly important. Many young women are pressure-cooked, forced to conform to certain standards or expectations. They are told to look a certain way, or to behave in a certain way, or to make music that fits a certain mold. But Olivia Rodrigo is pushing back against that, and that's something to be celebrated. Of course, not everyone will agree with her. Some people will say that she's being too sensitive, or that she's reading too much into things. But the fact remains that she's sparked a conversation, and that's something that we should be grateful for. We need more conversations like this, more discussions about the ways in which we can create a more just and equitable society. As we move forward, it's essential to keep these conversations going. We need to keep talking about the ways in which we can support and empower young women, rather than tearing them down. We need to keep pushing back against the cultures and systems that perpetuate harm and injustice. And we need to keep celebrating women like Olivia Rodrigo, who are brave enough to speak out and challenge the status quo. It's time for us to take a hard look at ourselves and at the world around us. It's time for us to recognize the ways in which we contribute to the problem and to take steps to address it. It's time for us to create a world that is more just, more equitable, and more loving. And it's time for us to celebrate the women who are leading the charge, women like Olivia Rodrigo, who are unapologetically themselves and who are inspiring others to do the same. King's Counsel. Class dismissed.